Even before I welcome you, Commissioner Johansson, let me just say that it is my pleasure and privilege and a unique coincidence that as the first all-women diplomatic team which takes over the spokesperson's office and the spokeswoman's office actually conducts the first press takeout, the two people taking the podium are both women. So this is truly, I think, taking over the world by women diplomats today. So let me just, put that on the record. Now, I think it is not unknown to anyone as to what a strong partnership the European Union and Pakistan have had over the last many, many years. I'm particularly pleased to see, if I were to look at the last levels of engagement or the engagement that we've had only in the last few months, very recently I met 4 members of parliament from the European Union Parliament. Our Minister of Commerce has continued to engage with them. We had engagement just with the Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, with the High Representative on the sidelines of Baniyast just a week back. Before that, we had engagement with the President of the European Union and the Prime Minister of Pakistan on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly. So clearly, this constant, continued, sustained level of engagement shows how we have interests which are deeply entangled with each other's. We have concerns which might also be entangled with each other's. But more importantly, Commissioner, your particular area of expertise tells us also on how we engage to take care of the concerns, at the same time build new avenues for cooperation. And I look at it very simply. Pakistan is a country where migration is an important issue. As you all know, Pakistan is a country of origin, transit, and destination of migration. We are currently hosting around 3 million Afghan refugees on our territory. I don't know there are many other countries in the world which can talk about being a house and have provided home and infrastructure, whether it's house, schools, education, etc., to that many number of refugees. At the same time, Pakistan is also cognizant of the European Union's concerns over any illegal migrants coming in from this area to its member countries. As you know, we have taken legislative, policy, and administrative measures to be able to make sure that irregular migration from Pakistan is minimized and eventually completely stopped. Now, I also know that in the Pakistan-European Union Strategic Engagement Plan, which was signed in 2019, both sides had agreed to work towards a broader, a mutually beneficial, and a comprehensive dialogue on migration and mobility with clear targets and joint commitments. Now, I know that we haven't made much headway on that in the past, and therefore I'm very pleased to welcome you to Pakistan today as you come with a commitment from the European Union to launch a dialogue on migration and mobility in the first half of next year. And this, strategically speaking, is how I see this relationship going forward. We minimize the possibility of illegal migration, at the same time open doors wide for legal migration of both, the talent pool that exists in Pakistan. Pakistan clearly is a country which has exportable surplus when it comes to human resource. And we believe that we have every possibility to be able to engage together to ensure that the infrastructure is provided both in terms of language courses, skill training, and the very sophisticated pool of skilled labor that already exists within the IT sector and others to find a win-win situation. As I've said before, we understand that the European Union is currently faced with a shortage of manpower in information technology, in startups, and other important areas. Now, Pakistan, as we all know, possesses a large pool of readily available skilled areas in many fields. And around 65% of our population is below the age of 35. There are many schools and universities which produce very talented people in IT, healthcare, software engineering, and other areas. We have also now established a mechanism to recruit and export manpower in many fields. So Pakistan is therefore well placed today to provide the European Union with the required manpower. I hope that the dialogue on migration and mobility will be fruitful and add another important dimension to what has truly been a beneficial Pakistan-European Union relations. And at the end, I think I would be amiss if I were not to at least mention one other area which has served the countries well, the two the European Union and Pakistan well, which is the area of GSP+. This, as we all know, has been a win-win. We have seen an escalation of exports from both countries more than 60%. So whether the numbers are 68% and 86% or vice versa, I think this has been a win-win, and therefore we are looking towards that, the ongoing dialogue on that, and the continuation of that to offer win-win possibilities to the two. Over to you.
Thank you very much.